A very good afternoon to you all, and welcome from me, Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma, to Lunchtime News this Monday, the 20th day of March 2023. Now, the visiting president of the Federal Republic of Somalia, His Excellency Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, has highly commended President Yoweri Museveni, the government and the people of Uganda for the unwavering support extended to the people of Somalia in fighting terrorism in their country. Let's get more details.
The first time that Uganda has contributed to the peaceful establishment of Somali state back in place in the last 2 decades almost. Somalia is grateful and will always remain in debt for the sacrifices that the government and the people of Uganda, under the leadership of His Excellency Yoweri Museveni, has done to Somalia at very difficult times.
So I'm very glad that when we had a showdown with these people in Mogadishu, other people came up, even the people of Somalia themselves came up. Today, when we were seeing these young people, you could see they are coming up. Some of them have come from London, some have come from Nairobi to join. They are here to defend their country. Now, what they have been taught here is a tactical level. You can deal with the enemy. You have all the medicine for him. The only medicine they didn't bring to you was the mortar. That one was not there. But the others were there. The SMG, the machine gun, the RPG. I'm sure when you are doing the exercise, they also show you the mortar, in case he's hiding behind an obstacle. There are answers for those people, for the terrorists, at the tactical level. The problem of security in Africa has really been at the ideological and strategic level. When you hear there are problems in Mali, in Burkina Faso, in all those places, it is because our people, even here in Uganda, we had the same problem. They did not get the concept of the people's army. They talk about it, but when it comes to practice, they don't get it.
Now, MTN Foundation has equipped Moroto Municipal Public Library with new computers, 24-hour power backup connectivity, and internet connectivity. Leaders commended MTN for the ICT boost as it is going to transform and improve communication in Karamoja region. We have more in this story.
Moroto Municipal Public Library has been gifted with 20 new computers from Mobile Telephone Network MTN Foundation to boost ICT in communities. A member of MTN Foundation, Peter Ekomoloit, says this will boost learning.
The lab will also be providing training for young people and even older people who want to improve their ICT skills. So that's why this occasion has been very critical. As we all know, Karamoja, Moroto is a land of many challenges, and I think many of them require technological advancement. If you talk about water challenges, if you talk about food challenges, security challenges, all.
Moroto municipality leaders thanked MTN for boosting the library.
Internet will contribute to the socio-economic transformation of Karamoja in general. Of course, we are moving it digital as a world, as a country. So we are grateful that Karamoja we are moving at the same page as far as the digital part of it.
Library has been having outdated documents and other equipment, and we believe we should be able to use what has been given to us to migrate from analog to digital. We are going to transfer a number of our information from the books you see inside here to a digitalized setup.
Moroto Municipal Town Clerk Richard Eyaru says the boost is timely.
Is encouraging, especially for the business people in town here, to go e-procurement. And we believe as one of our duties to support service providers, we are supposed to capacity build service provider in as far as the use of technology is concerned. That would be a cost on our side, but since the facility is now here with the Wi-Fi, it has made our life very, very simple and quick. We should be able to deliver and support the private sector.
Moroto Municipal Public Library has been in place since 1965, but with only books ranging from arts, social sciences, and philosophy.
And this is lunchtime news here on UBC TV. And later on in this program, I will be joined by Mr. Arinitwe Brian, who is a psychologist counselor, and we'll be looking at depression and mental health in our country. But now, moving on, over 50 small hydropower sites have been identified by the Hyposo project in western and eastern Uganda and are awaiting licensing by the government. Now, this project is meant to supplement the current hydropower generation initiatives by government in a bid to increase access to electricity for both home and commercial use in underdeveloped regions of the country. Hyposo is a 3-year multinational electricity infrastructure project by the European Union operating in Uganda, Cameroon, Colombia, Bolivia and Ecuador with the aim to establish small hydropower sites. Take a watch.
Main objectives.
When we talk about small hydro, we're talking about a hydropower plant of the capacity from 2 megawatts to about 20 megawatts. And most of these small hydros are found on the eastern border of the country, mostly around Mount Elgon, or the western border of the country, that's mostly around Mount Rwenzori. So there's a lot of potential, and so far as we speak, there are about over 50 potential small hydropower sites that have been identified that are just waiting for licensing from government so that investors and developers can be able to go and put money and do feasibility studies and carry out environmental social impact assessment to see if they can be able to develop so that we can increase on the hydropower generation in this country.
So once they come together, they can now access support from development partners and public sector so that we can now build local capacity. They grow, they get the technical, financial, all that support to have grassroots sort of projects. So that's what I see with such a project. The next stage would be to have bigger scale, not just the 3 case studies that we've looked at, but we look nationally and identify more projects, more developers on the ground who can partner with the European investors or any other development partners.
Today we are going into details about the framework conditions, like the legal conditions or the economical conditions. We try to find out about the barriers that are specific for Uganda, and then we will also try to elaborate some recommendations for policymakers, perhaps, or for stakeholders, how to make it easier to develop small hydro in Uganda. So we are trying to actually analyze these local conditions right now.
Last year, partly in Uganda and partly in Cameroon.
It is coming to 10 minutes after the hour of 1 here in UBC TV studios. We'll now take a short break, but we'll return with the latest in business. Stay with us.
with freedom. Get MTN Freedom voice bundles that don't expire. Dial *100 *21# or my MTN app for more bundles. Together, we're unstoppable.
Hey!
Paying your bills the old way.
Let's go. Just need to buy some power.
Paying your bills with the My Airtel app.
Bro, there's a line.
You have the power in your pocket. The power to instantly pay your bills hassle-free. Unlock that power with the My Airtel app. Visit the App Store or Google Play now.
Oh, you're back.
The Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, in partnership with the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, and the World Bank will host a public launch and dissemination of the Public Investment Financing Strategy, PIFS, on Tuesday, 21st of March, 2023 at Sheraton Hotel, Kampala. The guest of honor will be the Minister for Finance, Planning and Economic Development, Honorable Matia Kasaija. The PIFS aims to establish robust and sustainable financing mechanisms for the achievement of the Third National Development Plan by involving alignment of financing options to suitable government programs, minimizing the cost and risk exposure of financing modalities and leveraging additional financing from traditional and other innovative sources to meet the increasing development requirements. It also provides a framework for partnerships with the private sector in implementation and financing of the public investment programs. The launch will provide a platform for stakeholders including high-level government officials, development partners, civil society and the private sector to engage and discuss how to successfully implement the PIFS and achieve its objectives. The event will be a hybrid with an in-person attendance by invitation. All other participants are invited via Zoom and live on NBS television. For more information and to confirm your participation, please contact the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development on
The Tales of Kasozi, brought to you by Uganda Communications Commission.
Hello?
This is Kasozi. How can I help you?
Hey, Kasozi, my brother. Long time. We last met when we were at campus. It's been a while, but you are the person I'm looking for.
Campus? Really?
Hey, you don't remember me?
Okay, so how can I help you?
I'm stuck in Gulu making millions and I need to urgently send money to my sick mother. But I can't find any mobile money agent near me. I've sent the money to your phone, as you can see the message. It might take a few minutes to come through, but I urgently need you to send the money to my mother. Let me send you her number and you send it to her chap.
My friend, I'm afraid your mom is going to die.
What?
Because I don't know you, I never went to campus, and I'm also in Gulu. So can we meet at CPS, we talk about it? Stay tuned for what Kasozi does next.
Tofera, refrain from unnecessary engagement with strangers over the phone. This message is powered by the Uganda Communications Commission.
Welcome back from that break, and this is Lunchtime News here on UBC TV. My name is Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma, and we're coming to you live online and on air from Broadcast House here on Nile Avenue. Now let's move further afield and we go to neighboring Kenya, where business in Nairobi, Kenya's commercial city, has this morning come to a standstill due to planned protests by the opposition party led by Raila Odinga. Police deployed heavily at Raila Odinga's home in Karen, and there were also some few gatherings in Kibera, one of the world's largest slums and a Raila Odinga political stronghold. In recent days, many political and religious leaders called for peace talks between President William Ruto and Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga claims he is leading the demonstration in order to address a myriad of problems bedeviling East Africa's biggest economy. However, some analysts say the opposition leader wants to use the protests to attract international pressure on Ruto. Take a watch.
mtu sasa akuje KICC tumefanya. Taifa hili la Kenya haliwezi kutawaliwa kiimla. Sisi tuna haki ya kufanya maandamano ya amani. Tukasema ije mvua, ije jua, lazima
the most affordable 4G smartphone in Uganda from Airtel. Now heavily discounted from 250,000 shillings to 150,000 shillings only. Yeah!